Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing a... What are we doing here? This is a Montu G4567 collection game. I don't really know what that looks like. Playing with Montu, narros, and Thatcher. Hi, Joe. Let's read Crap Shooter. Oh, this is the one where you have exactly one of each type. Wow, this pile sucks. This pile really sucks. I guess I'll take Sheep Lover. I don't know. Visionary. Wheel Visionary. Take Sheep Lover. Take Ware Salesman. But yeah, this pack sucks again. So my first pick might be useful, but it won't be a good one. Yeah, that's about it. Sounds right. Um, Collier Overman seems fine. I kind of want to try Resource Lender here. The reason I like Resource Lender is because these first two packs have been awful. I'm not going to assume that I'm going to get good cards. So I'll just put, why don't I play a Resource Lender game, lend some wood, so that I can fence in round 7 and then play Sheep Lover. And that's a thing to do. But yeah, this has been a bunch of junk. Um, Nobody went for Apple Picker Drunkard? What? How did nobody go for this interaction? What? What? Um, okay. I'm gonna take Dairy Crier here, I guess. Just so I have it, nobody else does. I don't know, like, there's no way I'm wheeling Apple Picker after taking Drunkard here. I guess someone else playing Dairy Crier is acceptable if I'm the one, like, if I'm breeding the whole game, then I guess it's acceptable. I could take Drunkard here, I suppose. But yeah, it feels like this pile should not at all look the way it does. Uh, Joiner is good, but it doesn't really go with my Resource Lender. I mean, I could play Joiner instead of Resource Lender. I kind of like doing the try Resource Lender here. I like Veggie Vendor. I can take Veggie Vendor. Market Crier plus Drunkard. You need some pretty good crop payoffs, I think, to want to do that multiple times. Okay. I guess Parvenu is an option, just thinking about resource lending, clay, and reed, getting a bunch of it in 7 and then doing that, but I think I take Visionary here. Although it doesn't really go with the resource lender thing, but I don't have to play resource lender. I could just fence early. Maybe I get some good animal payoffs here. Sure, take Nursemaid. I mean, I feel like playing about 0 of these cards, but I guess I'll play a couple of them. I agree. Resource Slender Visionary is a non-bow, but I don't have to play both of them. Resource Slender's, I don't know what to do. I could play Visionary. I could not. I, I don't know. This hand looks like another crap hand, and it's like, okay, hopefully things go my way. And that's frustrating that it's been a lot of that recently. But considering the opening two packs were really garbage, I'm not too optimistic here, which is too bad. Would Veggie Lover be enough? No. I think you need better than Veggie Lover. I think what you would need there is something like Lemon Trader, probably. Probably, Joe. Lemon Trader, where you're getting like stone reed wood every round, and you wanted to build stone rooms, maybe. Um, so I can do the mansion thing, but it means throwing away Sheep Lover, and it means throwing away Visionary and Nursemaid. But I mean, I could play probably Drunkard, Resource Slender Mansion, or Resource Slender Veggie Vendor Mansion. There's Diamond Mind here, which Diamond Mind is a very solid card. But maybe Resource Slender Veggie Vendor is good enough. I'm obviously hoping to get a source of crops here. Basically, there's nothing in this game that like is winning me. There's nothing here that's winning me the game. Mansion is one of those cards that can give me enough direction that, you know, the game does not have to go perfectly, and Mansion can help me to win. But like nothing else in my hand, I'm looking at and saying, you know, I can win if I just do a normal game. No, none of this is going to be good enough. I mean, Seal, but I'm not really planning on playing Occupations. I guess Pilfer is slightly better with Seal because you're getting two Ox for the price of one. The problem is, what am I ever pilfering? Like, am I playing Drunkard in round 11 Harvest? Is that likely? So I'm playing Pilfer in stage 3? Or the round 13 Harvest for Drunk? Like, it's Pilfer in stage 2? That, yeah, I don't know. It just does not seem likely. Bunch of junk. Huge bunch of junk. I guess I'll take Dingy, and maybe I will post box. Okay, Stone Exchange is fine. Whistle. Whistle is okay. Stone Exchange, I think, is probably okay with Resource Slender, because Resource Slender usually it's pretty easy to end up with a couple extra clay. Stonehouse Reconstruction is pretty excellent with Mansion, actually. Problem is, full cost rooms. Gonna be very difficult to do. So probably this has to be a 5-room stone house. Just because I have no support for plows. I have no support for like no real animal payoff. Like yes, sheep lover. The problem is it's going to be very difficult if I'm doing mansion. There's no way I'm also winning the sheep lover points. So like I could use veggie vendor to max vegetables, and then otherwise have a pretty minimalistic farm, I think. Runestone is points, which maybe this hand needs points. Baker's Kitchen is points if I bake with Drunkard, but I think I'm taking Fruitcake. If I'm looking for a way to get food out of grain, Fruitcake's better than Baker's Kitchen here. Hopefully the post box didn't go too far. It's unlikely that I'm going to have so much wood that I want to convert it at a 1-to-1 rate, and that it's not going to be just totally fine to play it as fencing later in the game. Or that if I fence earlier, I don't get more than 1 point from the wood because of holding animals. So meteorite foraging, I guess I'll take meteorite. It is a very uninspiring hand. Sure, I'll take tree planting. If I'm building a 5-room stone house and putting an extra 3 wood into the game is something that I don't mind. And I might have late actions, so. And this is pretty much resource lender. Like, this is like resource lender plus veggie vendor. That's what this is looking like. Maybe drunkard. This hand is all over the place. This hand is all over the place. The strategy is mansion. And so the thing that enables mansion is resource lender. Veggie vendor is the kind of card that, fits into any large. Anytime you have lots of actions, then veggie vendor is a pretty reasonable card. But yeah, I've got no fields. I think it's unlikely I play drunkard. Montu is done streaming for good. I mean, he said that before. It's not really that surprising. Like he said it in the past, so I'll believe it when I see it. So I could tree plant here just to get out of last. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't really want to lend one reed. I don't really want to lend one reed. I'll lend 4 wood, and then I'll get 2 reed stone food, or one of the good wood actions back. So I get 2 of these. I don't care about the occupation space at all. I'm not planning to play another Ock for a pretty long time. So the 2-1 getting taken by the woodcutter. Kind of bad because it means that all the good action spaces could get taken, in which case I'm stuck taking like 2 clay. And it looks like that's what's going to happen, which really sucks. Oh, no, Thatcher's going to play Joiner. Thatcher is playing Joiner plus Woodcutter. It's a Nombo, right? You know that's a Nombo? I hope Thatcher knows that does not work together. But getting the read back is good. Getting the read back is good. Getting Reedstone food would have been nice. I like Reedstone food, but getting the read back is good. Retaining start player would be nice, so I can lend reed stone. That would be good. Food reed stone. It's never too early to start getting stone. Thatcher must need a lot of wood. Yeah, maybe. Crap shooter seems fine, but it seems like it's so much more annoying to deal with. Narrow stick start player. Yeah, love this game. I get expensive ock round 1, and then I take start player to make my moves better, and I go right back to last. I want to retain start player for 5 rounds. Why can't I do that? Like, the thing is, when the game is fine, I don't need to retain start player for a long time. But when the game is questionable, then you need things to go right for you. And it's like, okay, there's something that's not going right already. Sixth action start player, immediate as an immediate follow up to my start player. So casino manager. So presumably Thatcher passed that, which is why Thatcher has woodcutter and joiner in play. Um, Tough. It'll be really tough for me to get the casino manager points because it's just so much wood. But it's not impossible. You know, resource lender makes the 2 wood actions reasonable. Thatcher first move start player. Wow. So I'm either lending 3 wood or 4 clay here. And then second action, hoping to get one of the 3 food moves back. Oh, I was muted. I'm sorry. Yeah, so talking about how I'm going to feed in stage two. So like a read stone food actions would help a ton because they come with stone for major improvements, and they also provide food to do stuff like play veggie vendor. But getting a 4 wood action here is pretty good. In general, my resource actions have been very good. Whoops, I just minus those instead of taking them. Should be 2 wood, I think. Vintage elevator hits. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, 4 clay second action with the eye on veggie vendor is a thing. But with Thatcher building the hearth here, then that's less of an interesting option. I expect Montu's taking the 3 wood, but if he doesn't, I will lend the wood. Fish trap is killing Reedstone food. I mean, it's just playing games with Montu. It's if I'm not if even if Thatcher didn't have fish trap, I would have to retain start player to get on the Reedstone food space, right? So it's just not an option for me, and that just limits your options, which is too bad. Which I mean, theoretically, if someone's gonna overplay into that, then there should be weaknesses. The problem is Nur is usually a good thing to do because people don't. I mean, if you get the actions, you get the actions. So having 18 wood at the end of round 4 is pretty good. In a casino manager game, I do have 18 wood already, so definitely cannot complain about getting a bunch of really great resource lend actions. Want defense before round 7? Lend 2 read again? I mean, I'd much rather get on the Reedstone food space. Because like I said, I need a food for vet. Because like the fishing, you know, I'm not gonna get 4 food fishing. It's gonna get taken before then. And Montu just took the clay. I mean, what it's looking like is gonna happen is I'm just gonna like build all my stables right away. Nothing else exists other than lending. Yeah, I don't think the fencing is a good line, Rylocren, unfortunately. Not when I'm seated after Montu, who built the first room. I should be saying that if family growth is in round 7, I need to make sure that I build so that I'm in a really good spot. And that if family growth is in round 6, then, there's still a chance that I can, grow at a reasonable time. So, yeah, so this is a late family growth game. I should theoretically be in a good spot because presumably Montu would defend family growth. That's a wood, not a clay. I was gonna say if family growth does flip, I can start player dinghy into build because narrows can't stable block right now. But it's late family growth, so I mean late family growth is good. Late family growth is good. Not lending reedstone food is really bad, but also I want to build here. Yeah, I have to just do this. No lend. And then I can double build with my second move. And if I could start player dinghy round 7 for 4 food fish, that would be very good. That would be very good. I would be in a much better spot. Darrow's playing Market Crier. I mean, I'd be pretty happy to make a clay oven. And Montu's spare fence post is a lot better with Market Crier in the draft. And Market Crier getting played, apparently. Well, not apparently, did get played, but could actually get activated, which would be really crazy. Why not lend stone? You can't lend everything or nothing. And I have to build with my second move here because if I don't build, I can't first move start player next round. The problem is pretty good chance that Thatcher takes a 3 food action here, and assuming that Thatcher does, the fishing is probably gone. Narrows is market crying. Thatcher took wood. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is good. Start player dinghy is fantastic here because there's a lot like I just can't start player without a card like dinghy here. And I mean, Clay Deposit puts a bunch more resources into the game, which I'm happy with. I could, yeah, look to build the Clay Oven in round 8. maybe actually play drunkard or maybe play veggie vendor into the clay oven. Something like that. Thatcher building before taking the sheep. So Montu could take the 4 wood here. Sure, I'll take the 4 wood and lend them then, if they're just going to be sitting here. It's like really difficult to not to have too much wood in this game. Really difficult. With Casino Manager, because I have a very strong incentive to fence 15 and build 4 stables. Two 4 wood actions available next round. 6 wood, 4 wood, 4 wood. Play Stonehouse Reconstruction. I want it out at some point anyways. Means I can't build the clay oven here, but I mean, I'm still pretty sure I want the cooking hearth. I don't really have enough food for drunkard yet. Plus, Montu could very easily build the clay oven here, and in fact, I expect him to. So yeah, great. Probably the 3 reed is even better than the wood at this point. Just because I can't actually build another room without enough reed, and mansion demands reed as well. So lending reed seems pretty fantastic. And for whatever reason, wood is not getting taken that highly this game. These guys are up to different stuff, so not really sure what's going on there. Traveling players also would have been a very good action. But I'm not too worried. Like, I have options like veggie vendor, fruitcake, that kind of thing. I'm not too worried about my feeding here if I don't get the traveling players next round. And if the board is good enough that Montu is 6 clay into Reno clay oven, like, and Thatcher's probably not that interested in the 5 food. I mean, he is interested, but it's not that much better than taking 2 sheep next round, which is also a 5 food action, so. But yeah, a bunch of ways of turning food into building resources here. Clay deposit, stone debt, spare fence posts, tree planter. Tons of ways of turning food into resources. Seal, sort of. Narros was setting up Renaissance Man. I wasn't even paying attention when he played it. Late family growth game, a 6-point Renaissance Man could be pretty respectable. So I have, what, 16 wood right now? So ideally, I mean, I don't have to build a 5th room. It's just that the 5th room is usually pretty great with mansion. Thatchers start playering. I mean, the family growth queue continue, like people continuing to start player is good because I don't want it to just sit on narrows, of course. I want it to continue around the table. Montu plays manufacturer, so he's gonna reno and start building the guilds with his ware salesman. Take the 6 food traveling players, very important for me. Lending 3 wood would be good. 3 wood and then veggie vendor would be good. And then I want like 5 clay, 5 clay vegetable, something next round. Montu's playing really quick. Not as quick as me, but playing quick. Narros is playing very slowly. Baker's Kitchen. Is that important here? Also playing Renaissance Man into... So here's the problem with Renaissance Man. You almost always end up... Like if you rush it out, you almost always end up having to use something or eat something, giving up a couple points, in which case it just was not really that worth rushing it out. Could take the clay now. I mean, I pick up a clay for the cooking hearth next round either way. The appeal of the clay is the clay room, though. I think I play Veggie Vendor here anyways. So, presumably Montu will start player and play a guild. So I'll have 4 wood or 5 clay as my options. Pretty sure I'm taking 5 clay because the plan is building a clay room. Because if I build the clay room, then even if I score nothing on everything else, at least I will get the casino manager points. And at least I should have a pretty reasonable mansion. And I'm doing pretty well for wood. So, like I have 15 right now. I only actually need 12 with spare fence posts, and I have another 5 coming in. So maybe cooking hearth and take boar or sheep. Reno cooking hearth and take boar or sheep. And then I can build in 11. That guarantees me growth in 12. Just looking at Thatcher here and Narrows, who both are technically capable of building, even if I don't think it's all that likely. Lending 3 stone is also probably a thing that I should. Okay, yeah, stone is gone. Yeah, because getting enough stone is definitely a concern. Definitely a concern. I need 8 stone, and I have none right now. Narrows builds the well. Why did Narrows play Renaissance Man? I don't understand. Oh, he picks up a stone from Diamond Mine. Okay, yeah, if he picks up a stone from Diamond Mine, that makes this better. Because then he gets to crap shoot a stone. And then I'm looking at either I take the sheep or I let the sheep accumulate. And I plan to take the sheep with my first move next round. Maybe let the clay go up because of clay deposit as well. Yeah, plan to first move 4 sheep or 2 cattle next round. So then I can take food and lend reed stone here. Does Veg Vendor not work on Reno Major? No, unfortunately, Veg Vendor only works on the major improvement space and the vegetable space. So only those 2. So there was maybe an argument for building the fireplace there because then the Veg Vendor is a reason to upgrade, and then I'm getting some food and some clay at the same time. Yeah, there's maybe an argument there. But yeah, getting 6 clay. I don't expect to wheel the 6 clay with the 6 action of the round. But that wheeling the 6 clay would be perfect because then I can play Stone Exchange. Although realistically, I'm playing Mansion, so I need another action anyways. So if I need another action anyways, then there's not too much there. I'm leaving the cattle because this is 6 food and 2 points, whereas with the cattle, I'm never like I'm gonna have to eat the cattle, whereas it could be my only sheep grab potentially. So Montu wants to change minors, no problem. There's maybe an argument for first move 6 clay wheel the sheep or the cattle, whatever comes back. I think there's a chance the 6 clay comes back. I'm not totally sure what Narros is doing. Narros could maybe go for the clay. But Narros might have all the clay that he really wants, right? Because he's got 4 clay. He's got enough to reno right now. But yeah, seems like I just don't have time to do everything. Like I probably can't have any fields here. I just won't have time to get 2 fields. And Narros, yeah, start player dinghy to do what? To build second move and have 0 wood going into round 12. Like, if that's what this is, it'll be pretty poor, I think. Maybe it's just start player for family growth without room. I mean, the kind of move that Narros wants. But yeah, sitting after the botanist Montu is pretty brutal because I'm never going to get a 3 stone action. And I need 3 stone actions to actually play my mansion. Oh well. I mean, I can, like, even Reedstone food. This is the last round I can lend and get the full value out of it. And to be honest, I'm kind of hoping to do better stuff than that. So 2 cattle is 8 food, and I definitely need the food, but I think the 6 clay is too good to pass up on. And then third action, Reedstone food, lend the stone. And yeah, there's actually like a ridiculous for casino manager being in the game. There's actually a ridiculous amount of wood going around because Montu and Narros are just not going after it. I guess they're not getting involved in the rat race, is the idea. Having more efficient games with crops and other points, which, yeah, it would be nice if I could have a game plan that could score points from other categories, but I don't really have that option here. Hoping that Narrows Market cries again. I assume he will, because he's got to get his grain somehow. Like, I'm pretty sure he's market crying with his last action here. So then I'm playing Fruitcake, Stone Exchange, and Mansion, and getting vegetables with each of them. You can go at the end, it doesn't matter. Feed 6. So yeah, grow also is a thing. Yeah, I guess I'm not playing all three minors with vegetables because two of them come on family growth actually. Yeah, so the veggie vendor is like a little flexibility on my mansion. I guess I'm not renovating again, so any time if I want to play meteorite or if I want to play any other major, then it comes with a vegetable. So and it actually lets me play fruitcake because I do want to play fruitcake here. Fruitcake is good to play here. Ooh. So I've got 4 stone coming in. I think I'm good on reed, right? 1 for Reno, 2 for mansion. Yeah, so I'm good on reed. I've got 4 stones, so like I said, I need 8. I mean, meteorite could provide the 1 stone, but I mean, I could just take stone. Um, sorry, 1 stone because it's pretty easy for me to get 2 stone from Stone Exchange or taking 2 stone. But yeah, if there was a way to get 1 stone, I mean, building the clay oven is still an option. The problem is the clay, I think. Because if I'm stone exchanging clay and playing mansion, then I need a pretty particular amount of clay for the clay oven to be worth it, I think. So how much more wood do I need? I've got 20. I need 20 exactly, but I need 3 more. So I could take 4 wood here. But there's 3 actions with that amount of wood on it. Could just take 2 stone, I suppose. But reedstone food is better than 2 stone because it comes with a food. I just don't lend the reed. Like the reed just falls off the end of the board. Is build the most important action here? Try to wheel the 2 boar? Maybe build is the action here. Try to get the 2 boar back. Let's make sure I get family growth this round and next round as well. And if I don't wheel the boar, I take wood and then family growth. Or take stone and then family growth. We'll see if any of the stone actions get taken. I'm guessing Montu's taking one of them. See if Narrows takes one. Oh, now they're starting to take wood. I mean, I don't need my 3 wood until I'm ready to play Mansion, so it can come out in the future. I mean, if I can't afford to fence here. If I could fence here, then I could very securely like plan to take 3 boar next round. So I'm just not convinced that Thatcher has time to take the boar. But maybe Thatcher takes the boar with his last action here. It's likely 2 points and 6 food, because probably my goal is to let the boar breed and then eat them for 6. Because I'm gonna play a fruitcake on family growth next round. So that means I'm playing mansion, or I'm playing stone exchange here, getting another 2 stone. Is mansion still on the team? Mansion is like the only thing on the team. The expend 9. It's like the only thing on the team. Yeah, late. You're late on the. Well, you must be sleeping, Rylocran. Narrows with the village well. Hey, you could just say you were predicting the village well. That's all. The problem with Mansion is that if all the resource grabs are full actions, then okay, you got a bunch of 2 point moves, but you often end your farm with a bunch of stuff missing, some stuff, not a bunch, but you will sometimes end your farm with a bunch of missing stuff. And if that happens, then, you know, those 2 point actions that got you all the different resources could have been animals, could have been crops, that kind of thing. I'm concerned about. Oh, I'm probably just not going to plow. I think I called that pretty early that it was just likely, especially with family growth in 7, especially with not growing until round 8. I think it was always very likely that I was just not going to grow or not going to plow. So yeah, so I play fruitcake on family growth. It means I still need another 2 food. So taking the 2 cattle probably solves my feeding for the rest of the game. Keep one of them and then eat the other, and then it pays for the spare fence posts if that's what I want to do. Montu might be taking the cattle as his first move though, because plow. It's not like plow sow is super important. I will take the 2 cattle over plow sow certainly. The question is, what else do I do over plow sow? Oh, Montu's securing the the casino man, or well, no, just family growth thing. Maybe it's yeah, he doesn't still have 14 wood. That does not look right. I don't believe still has 14 wood. Yeah, he's only got 2. So I need a clay action, I need a 1 stone action, and I need a wood action. And the wood action has to give 3 wood. So if the 3 wood's still there with my second move, that's what I'm taking. Was it just me, or did Naros just have a grain on his farm? Maybe not, because he market cried last round. I don't know. For some reason, I thought he was showing a grain on that field already. I can fence here. Actually, let's do it like that. No reason not to. So family growth, fruitcake's my last action. Before that, taking clay or taking the stone. I guess the stone has the chance to be something with stone. Yeah, not really. The stone doesn't really have. Yeah, stone's not really going to be anything, even with stone oven. Because I just 3 stone is 1 stone short of the stone oven, and all the guilds are gone. So Montu or Thatcher built here, so I need to grow now. Go ahead and play fruitcake here. Fruitcake for 5 food here is pretty phenomenal. Lets me feed with just the cattle. So clay deposit would give me an extra clay for building the fireplace. Probably I'm just taking 4 clay here because again I want to breed the boar. But yeah, veggie vendor looking not too good. But that's mostly because I actually got the resources I needed to play Mansion. I haven't quite got there, but I will slowly. Cattle and fruitcake to feed 9. So yeah, I need to pick up uh am I missing a stone? I need to pick up 2 stone. I thought I only needed to pick up 1 stone. I must have counted that wrong. I need 2 stone next round, so I need 2 stone and 3 wood. That's a little dangerous. So then my actions are 2 stone, 3 wood. Um, Vegetable and mansion. But I need that, and then I need a food action. So then I have 1 free move to take, hopefully take some kind of points. Did I delete a stone somewhere? I could have sworn I was at 7. Because I thought I had 2 on each board. I wonder if I deleted a stone by accident without picking it up. I can look at my moves at the start of the round. So at the start of 13, took 2 stone. Did I spend a stone? Maybe I didn't count for stone house reconstruction, maybe? Or did I think I was going to lend stone again and factor that in without thinking about it? Added 2. Yeah. No, maybe I paid for it. I don't think I paid an extra stone anywhere. Yeah. Thatcher's hoping to get family growth without room last action to actually get the casino manager points. If Narrow takes family growth, then he doesn't get it. So yeah, I need the vegetable space now. I need the vegetable space. No, actually I don't, because I could Reno improvement. Yeah, because Reno improvement is still an option for me. But it would mean that I don't get a vegetable, which would be annoying. It would be much better to get 2 points. Yeah, Montu builds the well. So we have two wells and one village well this game. And easy game for Montu. Another easy game for Montu. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what he first picked. If he first picked botanist or old hiker. I don't know. Has he been second a lot? I mean, he's certainly been in front of me, and I haven't really start playered hardly at all. Dairy Crier for Narrows. So Thatcher does get his casino manager points. So Thatcher's first once. Then me. Then Narrows. Then Thatcher. Then Narrows. Montu. Montu. Me. Narrows. Thatcher. Montu. Narrows. Montu. Thatcher. So I guess I've only been start player twice the whole game. So yeah, I think Montu just going in front of me. Got to take good actions. Grew before me. That's been good. And his occupations are a lot better. Yeah, his occupations are a lot better than mine. My improvements are not terrible. Like, Stonehouse Reconstruction is good with Mansion. But, like, I'm doing a full cost mansion thing. Like, a full cost mansion is just not good enough in these kinds of games. Like, paying full cost for all 3 rooms and then full cost for mansion. It's just not good enough. So I think my theory on Resource Stealer holds. If you don't lend Reed at all in stage 1, you can't win. Or if you don't lend Reed Stone Food at all in stage 1, you just don't have a chance. Which maybe I can just never take Resource Stealer because I know seated after Montu that I'm never getting the Reed Stone Food action. So maybe that was a calculation that I could have made. So 2 moves left. One of them's food. One of them's 1 point, probably. I'm eating a boar and a sheep, so I only need one more food. So if there's a thing that gets me a food and a point at the same time, I do that. There's not, so I end up taking food or a point, and it doesn't matter. Breed the boar just for fun. 8 food and a sheep. Final farm. Ice stone house reconstruct. So final farm plus 19. I expect them around 48, similar to Thatcher. But Montu's into the 50s, so doesn't matter. Oh, I'm better. I'm into the 50s myself. I'm 53. But yeah, Montu is... Wow, I tied with Montu. Montu says, I'll take it. Look at this hand. Casino manager, old hiker, botanist, where's salesman, manufacturer, and he says, I'll take it. Wow. Oh, man. Okay. All right. And being seated in second or third the entire game. Um, yeah, I think it's hilarious that he's saying that, like he thinks he was in a worse position than me or something. Okay. I cannot believe I tied for the win. These guys must have done like bad. Like honestly, these guys. I don't know why they weren't taking wood. Like Narros and Monty were not taking wood in the mid game. But yeah, this is like it feels like it's like 15 out of 25 that my first pick occupation is like just doesn't do anything for me. And in this case it's particularly garbage. I guess I'll look at the draft to see where I left power on the table because hard to imagine I did not leave power on the table given how awful this hand is. But I mean I look at Narrows and it's like he played Meat Seller, Market Crier, Crap Shooter, Dairy Crier. Like it's not like he played a lot of power that I passed him. Yes, I passed him Diamond Mine. I passed him Seal. But I'm always gonna pass Seal with Oxus garbage, right? Like Baker's Kitchen, Village Well, not that impressive. Art, not impressive. Fruit Treehouse, not. So like Narrows' hand is as bad as mine, which makes sense because I passed to him, right? So I think Montu looks like he has the strongest hand. Thatcher probably passed him some good stuff. Yeah, I don't think I left any power on the table, but I'll look just for my own knowledge. 4.3 power for Sheep Lover. I guess it's usually taken fourth, so that's why its power is so high. And same thing, Crap Shooter, power 4.3, but it's taken fifth. So I guess there's power there, but because it's taken, it's not like there's not even a good third pick here. Okay, so Sheep Lover is a good third pick probably. There's not even good first two picks in this pack. So Colliery Overman might be above 1.6, but yeah, I think Resource Lender is fine when the Ox are looking like garbage. Yeah, my picks were fine. I didn't leave a lot of power on the table. It's just that the packs I got passed were awful. The stage two was great for me. Lending stage one and stage two, aside from narrows taking start player in round two, those rounds were great for me. Getting the 2 wood actions in the round that I did, the 4 wood, 3 wood was phenomenal. And getting to play start player dinghy in 7 was also phenomenal. So there were a couple things that definitely went my way earlier, especially earlier in the game. The game it just feels so boring because it was on rails. Like I don't think I had an interesting decision the entire game. Like it was literally like, oh, I open mansion and I have nothing going on, but I have resource lender. It's like okay, and the game was just absolutely on rails from there. I just didn't have any. I feel like I did not have any interesting decisions at all. There were just no choices to make this game at all. Yes, you parking star player was good for me. Absolutely. Round 7 family growth was good for me. You parking star player was good for me. I don't know that round 7 family growth was that good for me, given resource lender definitely wanted me to get more actions earlier, and I was lucky that I managed to get all the stone. I was very fortunate to get all the stone that I needed. So, guys, that's going to be all for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. I posted the time in the Discord. About 9:30 to 10 p.m. start tomorrow. Yep. And otherwise, that's it. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.